Hey guys, today is Cut Flower Garden Day, and no matter how large or small your property is, you can have a cut garden. And I was watching North Lawn Flower Hill Farm, and um, shoot, I'll think of the other wonderful, maybe it's just called Flower Hill Farm, that you can look on YouTube, and they have these beautiful cut flower gardens, and they sell their cut flowers. Mine, I just started last year for my own enjoyment, because I hesitate to cut any flowers out of my perennial border. I don't know if you guys are that way or not. So anyhow, this year I have learned you don't plant your garlic in the front of your bed. You plant it in the back of the bed. Anyway, these will all be taken up the end of June, 1st of July, and I'll probably plant maybe some zinnias in here, something that'll grow fast. But today, what we're planting, I have some hollyhocks that I grew from seed, and I'll show you. I'm going to plant one for sure over here in this corner. It's a biennial. It won't bloom for me this year. It'll grow beautiful foliage, and next year, hopefully, it'll grow and mix in with my rose, which looks to be doing very well. And then we're planting my snapdragons, which I've just 2 years I've tried to grow them from seeds, and I've not had the best success. These look okay, but my snapdragons are going in today too. We have Gladolia bulbs that will go in the top row, and I put in a couple little supports. Glidolias get very tall and leafy, and this will help the bloom stalks to not fall forward. Hopefully, I can always readjust that. Gladolia bulbs. I'm giant orange marigolds are going in front of that. They get up to 3 feet tall in front of the Glidolias. I'm doing a Cosmos mix. I did grow those last year from seedlings, but I'm direct sowing them. I'm direct sowing the marigolds and direct sowing the celosia, the pompous plume mix, which gets up to 30 inches tall. And all these seeds that I'm direct sowing today, plus this Mrs. Burns lemon basil, it is planted to be used in flower arrangements. It gets a nice lavender color bloom. Not lavender, it gets a white bloom, and it is also a good companion for roses. And I'm also using some oregano, and this is Kent's Beauty Oregano, because it gets a purple bloom, which will be nice in a cut flower arrangement. And another good companion for your rose for beneficial bugs, and the scent helps prevent aphids. So it'll be beautiful, smells good. And all of these, you'll have a picture on the screen. But I got these seeds, thanks for reminding me, from the wonderful workshop, Three Little Buds Flower Farm workshop this spring. She gave us all these wonderful seeds that you can direct sow, and I'm using those today. The first thing you have to do, though, before you plant your cut flower garden is you've got to have good soil. I've gone in, I've weeded it, I've turned the soil a little bit, but now we're going to add a mushroom compost and some organic fertilizer. I'm using biotone today. And I'm using the mushroom blend compost because Joanne from Three Little Buds recommended it. She uses it for hers. I have my own compost. She said sometimes you'll get seeds coming out of your own compost from your what you've thrown in it. So that's what we're going to get started to do right now. I'm going to throw down the compost and put a little bit in each area where I'm going to be planting all over the garden. And then I'm going to throw some of the biotone on top. Let me spread this out a little bit more. Like that. A little bit of compost on that. And so now I'm going to throw half a cup of biotone. Then we will just start planting. And my plans are, I will show you how I'm going to plant a few, but not plant all, so that it doesn't become too exciting today. So here we go. We're going to do the Glidolias, thanks to Sister Sil. And they're a mix. You plant these at least 3 inches deep. And so I'm going to get those right in here. So here's what they look like. They've got the bulb. And of course you put that end down. You can see where the roots have been. That's where they've cut them off. So I'm going to, my finger, I've measured this morning, 3 inches. Stick that in there. About 6 inches apart. And I'm excited. I've never grown Glidolias, so we will see. I think it's all about getting the bulb 3 inches deep. All right, so that's what the Glidolias will look like. Get them planted in. As I said, I'll finish all this off camera. The next thing I'm planting are my giant orange zinnias. Isn't that cool? Put their little sign down here. And you want to mark what you've got in the ground. Probably not so much in a small garden, but a big garden. Now these are beautiful seeds, big seeds. I know. I hate to stand on my soil, but those are nice big seeds. And they go in 1/4 inch deep. And they're going to go, that's a little too deep. Done. They don't have to go too deep, that's for sure. Get them in the ground. I'm separating them out too. They say 9 inches. So I'm going to space mine about like that. I'm excited to see how everything does. There's that. I'll come back where I've been stepping. And okay, let me leave this where I left off with my seeds for that. And the next thing I'm planting are, what do we have here? Celosia's going here in the front. Talking to myself, cosmos are going up here. Let's do these nice little snaps. So I've decided we've got, who do we have here? Costa Silver. So the Snapdragons are going to go in these 2 rows. So Costa Silver is coming out. One's going here. I had to start these twice. The first time I went away and was gone for a couple days, didn't think they'd dry out. Came back, everything was wilted and dead. And so I'm trying again. So we're going to do it. Maybe just getting out in the real earth will help them. If not, it's okay. I will plant something else. So there is Costa Silver. I only had 3, I guess. Oh no, wait. Yep. Here's one more Costa Silver. So Costa Silver's here. And then the next one are going to be planted the same. And these are the apple blossom. And they will go right there. So the apple blossoms will go in the row behind these beautiful garlic. So 2 rows of zinnias, Costa Silver, apple blossom. And now we're going to do cosmos. Let me just, where's my tool? Let me do this. I hate trampling on my soil. Something I'm going to do. Cosmos are just going to get sown. Just like that. The one thing I'm doing differently though with celosia, the seeds are very, very tiny and they want to be surface sown. It says press into the soil and lightly cover. So I'm going to use, for the celosia, my vermiculite, as if I'm sowing them inside. They want sunlight, but they don't want to be covered up too deeply. So I'm taking my chances, and I'm going to, these seeds, oh my word, Reg, look at these. If you can see them from the, let me just show you. Can you see those little black things? Yeah, those are the seeds. So here we go. I'm not going to try and cover this up too much. I'm just going to put the vermiculite on top and see how they do. I've never grown them. So I'm just going to do this. I'll thin them as I go. Okay, and now, because I can't see where those little black seeds are, so I'm going to put my vermiculite right on top. They can grow, it's not going to be heavy weighted. They can grow right through it. It's a learning process, folks. Learning. There we go. So we'll try. You may have seen it for the first time ever here on Gardening on the West Fork, Zone 6. And now, here we go. We've got my Cosmos, which, how they look. Oh, they're good. They're good seeds. They look like the zinnia seeds. Yay. I couldn't remember because I grew them last year. And so they're going right here. 1/4 inch deep and lightly cover. And you can go in and thin these out. So I'm just having fun throwing them in there. Yep. That way. Okay. There's that and that. Those are the marigolds I have to finish. Barely cover. And I will water all these in when we're done. Over here, this oregano's already going to go in. I put some biotone in the hole. It's going in. This will be beautiful around my rows. And this is all cut flowers that can be used in arrangements. And you have to remember that your herbs are just as nice as your flowers. And Mrs. Burns' lemon basil is going right in here. I haven't opened her seeds up to see what they look like. But, oh my, they're tiny too. You heard it. So I'm just going to, I think when it comes to basil, it'll be all right. So I'm going to put that right there. And it's more about, for me with the basil, being a companion to this rose to help prevent the aphids. Cover that up, water that in. We're almost done, I think. Oh, the last thing I want to do is get one of my hollyhocks, which I've never grown. I'm going to get the healthiest one. Again, you know, they've been outside now, hardened off, oh gosh, probably 2 weeks. The weather kept coming warm and cold and hot. So this one, I think, gets to come out today. I just watered these. And let's hope I don't disturb the roots too much. There we go. Yay, nice root system on that hollyhock. And the rest are going to go against the fence in the perennial border. And see if we can get lovely blooms. Oh, I need a little biotone in this hole. Yay. This always feels so good to get this stuff in the ground. Put that right there. Nice earth. Hollyhock. And I think that's it, except for finishing the rest of the planting, but it's basically put them in the ground, give them a good water. The temperatures are 50s at night and 70s and 80s during the day, so it's time to get your seedlings out, which I've done. And I'm happier. I'm sure they'll be happier. So thanks for watching Gardening on the West Fork, planting the cut flower garden, and set aside a little spot for yourself and make a cut garden. So thanks for watching. See you the next time. Bye.